Alright, what's up YouTube? This is the BizzyBros with another deck profile. This time we've got TG agents, so let's get started. Alright, so you got the 2 Earth, obviously, and then 1 Jupiter, and you got the 3 Venus, because they're awesome, and you got 3 Hyperions, because his summon condition is a joke, and he's too good. And then, I almost forgot, got the Shine Balls for the Venuses. Can't have Venus without Shine Ball. And then you have Honest, 2 Heralds. I really like this card over Valor because whenever you do your Venus plays, usually you only use 2 Shine Balls. So you still have that 1 left over. And the Heralds are a great way of clearing your hand of these pesky Shine Balls that just piss you off to see in your hand, as well as feeding the grave for a 4th name for a Kristya, or, you know, getting an agent there for fodder for your Hyperion. But yeah, I don't play Valors. Then obviously got the BLS, as is every TG agent build. Then I play the 1 Striker, 3 Warwolf, and because he's so good as a tuner and you need his effect because it's so fast, I play an Unknown Synchron, which a lot of people I see don't. I think the Striker is pretty crucial, and Unknown Synchron is just about the same minus the search and 1 level lower, which I like 1 tuners better than 2 because they're just more flexible. And it's a great substitute for the 2nd Striker since it's limited. Then got the 2 Tour Guide, the Sangan, and then got my 1 Dual Terminal Birdman, which I actually like a lot with the Tour Guide and Sangan because you can Tour Guide, pull out a Sangan, and then Birdman the Sangan back to hand, and then actually sync. A lot of people don't know that you can actually use him as synchro material, just not him. Or you can just overlay and get another use out of your Sangan. But yeah, 1 Birdman. Then, this is a big tech choice of mine. I don't play Book of Moon, I play Tsukuyomi because this deck is a little bit lacking on dark targets. And this is a great dark target. Great way to bait out Valors, Solemn Warnings, a lot of stuff that this can bait out for you that will help you later. That way you can get your big plays off like Hyperions, Kristyas, BLS, Gorz even. Also, a great creature swap target, which I do run. Then we got the Shiny Gorz, and these are the hand traps, other than Honest. Trag, 1 Maxx. Not really much to say about these other than Trag is a hero. He will save your life in 10 different ways. Maxx is just great with this deck because you already have a huge hand size. Comboed with Trag, he just does a lot for this deck, especially since this deck is a lot of combination play from the hand as well as deck, but he sets up a lot. Then this is my tech choice. I run 31 monsters with this deck, so his summon condition is kind of a joke, especially pulling late game. You got Sephylon, the Ultimate Time Lord. You have, I think it is 4 targets for his effect. You got the 3 Hyperion, and I think Kristya is at 8 as well. Yeah, Kristya. So you can pull out all those from the hand or graveyard whenever you special summon him, negate their effect, and make their attack 4,000. You clear the field before that, that's a perfect OTK. And he's just a great card whenever you're top decking late game. He will win you games, I promise you that. Then, since I have 31 monsters, I only have 9 spells and traps. But I believe every one of these is absolutely crucial to the deck. I couldn't cut any of them if I had to. You have the Dark Hole, Heavy, Monster Reborn, no Book of Moon. Tsukuyomi's a better Book of Moon, gives you a dark target. Already went over that. 2 MSTs, don't need 3 because you have a lot to bait, and I mean, you just don't need them. Alright, then you got Mind Control, which a lot of people that are running TG agents overlook or just forget. This card is amazing, especially whenever you're running Trag or as many tuners as I'm running. It's definitely a good, I don't even want to call it a tech, it's just a good card for the deck. Then Creature Swap. This card will piss your opponents off to no end. You can do a Venus, get all 3 of your Shine Balls out, go for a Gachi, have 1 Shine Ball left over, give them a Shine Ball and take like a BLS or something crazy, and they have nothing to do about it, usually. I mean, this is also great for baiting a Solemn, especially in this format. If you're playing against the Dino Rabbits or whatever, they have to negate this with Logia, or they're gonna be fucked. Then, last spell, Pot of Duality. Not sure about this card because I'd like to see it be a Maxx C, but I also like how unconditionally you're going to get a card out of it. Not sure if I'm going to run a second Maxx C or one of each still, but it's definitely good in this deck. I mean, you can play around the no special summoning. And then my only trap, Treacherous Trap Hole. No one sees it coming. And if you're afraid of a Starlight Road and you really only need 1 pop, you only need 1 pop from your opponent's side of the field, there's so many targets that you could self-destruct on your side of the field. You have the whole TG lineup, you have Shine Balls, you have Gachis, you can pop your own Zenmaines even to use its effect to still get your second pop on their side of the field.
Sangan.
Sangan's also a great target, but all just great ways of field destruction. Okay, let's see. Getting a little bit long here on the time. Onto the extra deck. Obviously, you have the 1 Gachi. These are my 2s. Gachi and Shining Elf. I really like Shining Elf. A lot of people say Dark Mist over Shining Elf or even over a second Gachi. Dark Mist I don't like at all, especially in the mirror match. You're going to put that card out, waste all 3 of your Shine Balls, and it's going to get popped before anything even swings into it. It's a big problem. You don't have to deal with that. Shining Elf, you can at least take a monster down 500 attack before it even can do anything, and then put out a next monster, even if this does get destroyed, and take care of it. I really like this card. Then for my 3s, I've got my secret Zenmaines, because I'm not poor. The Leviair, Giga-Brilliant, and Acid Golem. I had this as a Leviathan Dragon, but when your field is as swarmed as this field, like as this deck can be, 300 attack to your whole field is miles better than 500 attack to a single monster. And you can actually use his effect twice, unlike Leviathan, because he's almost useless after you use the second one. Not much to say about these other ones. Zenmaines Protection, Leviair special to keep the deck going, and Acid Golem for going for the OTK. Alright, on to Synchros. For the 5s, you have TG Wonder Magician, Allied Justice Catastor, and TG Hyper Librarian. This card is great whenever you do the play with the TG Striker and the Venus. Whenever you're going to 9, you can hit this in between because he's also a tuner, pop a card of theirs, and then at that point you'll still have 2 Shine Ball left, so even if they solemn this, you can still go into a Gachi, or you can keep going into your Mist Wurm after you pop a card they needed to give you more safety. Only play 1 level 6, it's Gaia Knight, swing over up everything. Scrap Dragon is my only 7, don't need Black Rose.
Scrap Archfiend.
Oh, yeah, Scrap Archfiend, sorry. I do have Scrap Dragon in here. Stardust Dragon, and there he is, Scrap Dragon. I like Scrap Dragon because you can pop a fairy on your side of the field with Hyperion out. You can pop a fairy on your side of the field, destroy one of their cards, then use Hyperion's effect, and get 2 pops off of 1 card, and just completely destroy their field. Stardust Dragon's protection. Alright, and then I have 2 level 9s. A lot of people might not agree with this one, but since Trishula's gone, there's really a lot of times where you can go for a level 9 synchro your first turn, and Mistworm just is not a good idea to do that, and then you have to force yourself to play slower with a Gachi or overlay into a Zenmaines or something. I really like Field Marshal because right now Karakuris are going to be a big threat until other decks hit the scene, because right now no one's running like any really top tier decks right now. So even with the Beret effect to move him to defense, he's still got 2600 defense, and he's not going to get over that. And the draw power is always nice too. Put your opponent on the defensive, but this can also make them to start summoning monsters face up attack, because they're going to take the damage, but they don't want you to draw. So this card can actually do a lot and protect your field really well. But yeah, and then Mistworm, clear 3, go for game. Alright, YouTube, this is the BizzyBros YouTube channel. Until next time, I guess.